Welcome to the latest edition of TED Listens. I'm Ted Wixell from Your Business Community. I'm here today with Chris Darby from Dab Hand Accounting. Welcome, Chris.
Welcome. Thank you, Ted.
Right, Chris is an accountant, as his business name suggests. Chris, what might a viewer, as a small business owner, be expecting or should be expecting from his or her accountant?
Yeah, I mean, these days, obviously there's a standard thing like your tax return, but actually what we're now focusing on the business is helping the business owner understand what their financials actually mean. Because a lot of owners don't actually know what a balance sheet is, they don't even know what it means. So we've actually started a program showing business owners where things should go and why they're important for credit ratings. But more importantly, we were with a client the other day and he said, I had never thought about a break-even point. Now that's really quite important. It's not an easy thing to get to. And in a sort of 2-hour session, he said, wow, I didn't know an accountant could do this. So you need an accountant who's articulate, empathetic, which some accountants aren't. And we're focusing on that so we can really help our clients get some real value out of their business and are happy doing it and reduce their stress levels.
Chris, moving on, I mean, you've touched upon something there. What's the difference between financial accounts and management accounts? Could you enlighten the
Yes. So in simple terms, financial accounts were what is required by your external parties, such as Companies House, HMRC. So they're put into a specific format that's required by law. Whereas your management accounts is what you might call, we don't call it that, we call it performance reporting for you internally. How much money did we make this month? What's costing us the money? Where's the leakages? Are we spending our money wisely? Are we spending enough on marketing? How are we going to make money in the future? So it actually focuses the business owner on the really important thing. The management accounts are key, and management accounts are key. And they should be the same as the financial accounts, but the financial accounts for your external parties, which are essential in terms of how they're presented, because if they're presented in certain ways, they can improve your credit rating, which means you can do business more easily. If they're done wrong, you can get fined, you can get all sorts of issues.
Thank you, Chris. What might a small business owner be expecting in 2025 in terms of taxation?
Well, I mean, there's a few things here. First off, the national insurance increase is quite interesting. So if you've got 6 employees, you're going to be caught by this increase because you're probably going to be over the level at which you get the relief. Also, if you're a small business owner, you've got a company, they're pulling down the starting point for national insurance. So if you're the sole director, you're going to be paying, where you used to pay national insurance above £9,000, it's going to kick in at £6,000. Now, what you want to do is, obviously it has to be a legitimate thing, but if you've got somebody who does some work for you, and it is worth putting them on payroll, but they have to do legitimate work, they can't be a ghost employer or anything like that. Because if you take them on as an employee, you could have a simple 0 hours contract or a very simple contract, could be your partner or a business person, then you pay them a small amount, and then you're going to get the employment allowance, which means that you can then pay yourself the full salary without paying any employer's national insurance or personal national insurance. So when they made it appear, you're getting more national insurance free, they're going to whack you with the employer's national insurance coming at a lower rate. So if you have that, it is definitely worth thinking about. And actually, we've got some clients who people are doing free work, and I said, well, it's actually worth paying them because they don't pay any tax, and you don't pay any tax, and that's quite legitimate.
Thanks, Chris. And my last question, you've been a YBC member for a long while, and I know you're aware that one of the benefits of membership is tax investigation insurance,
Yes.
in that we pay members of accountancy fees. And I know you encourage your clients to be members. What are your thoughts on HMRC taking on an extra 4,000 inspectors to investigate small businesses when we feel they'd be better off pursuing larger companies that avoid tax?
Well, I wish they were putting the 4,000 people actually into HMRC to answer the phones, because I now actually have to say to clients, actually, if we're going to take this on for you, you're going to have to pay us, because you can sit for 2 hours and they put the phone down on you. I think some of them aren't working from the office, they don't have access to things, letters get lost. They'd be much better beefing up the human side rather than relying on more and more automation, which doesn't work. Yes, I mean, it's absolutely essential now, if you're starting to grow, that you have the fee protection insurance. You can have YBC membership for just over £20 a month. Absolutely, you know, if you get an investigation, it's going to be horribly stressful. Forget about the money, which is going to be bad enough. But they can potentially, if you get a nasty inspector, and there are some of them who are very aggressive, you know, if you go with some of these, what I like about the YBC is that you can use your own accountant, whereas I do get contacted quite regularly. Oh, you pay us all this money and we instruct somebody else. And I said, well, I'm going to have to charge my client for this. Oh, yes, we're not going to pay you a penny. So the YBC one is the best one that I can see on the market. It's reasonably priced and you get all the other benefits. You get the 24-hour legal advice, you get health and safety advice, all that stuff. Plus you get access to the YBC networking. And as you know, you've put lots of clients my way. So, yeah, it just makes total sense. Yes, I think there should be more tax inspectors, but I think they're not productive, and I think maybe we could spend the money more effectively elsewhere.
Thank you, Chris. That's Chris Darby from Dab Hand Accounting in the latest edition of TED Listens. We are www.yourbusinesscommunity.co.uk. Look out for more videos. Thank you.